We turn to an ABC News exclusive. For the first time on television, we hear from one of the men accused of covering up the Penn State sex abuse scandal, the former president of Penn State, Graham Spanier. He sat down to answer questions about the crime sending coach Jerry Sandusky to prison. ABC's Josh Elliott went one-on-one with him today.
Do you feel like you failed those kids?
I wish, in hindsight, that I would have known more about Jerry Sandusky and his terrible, terrible hidden past so that I could have intervened, because it would have been my instinct to do so.
Spanier acknowledges that in February of 2001, he was told a Penn State staffer had seen Jerry Sandusky in the locker room with a boy, engaging in what Spanier says was described as horseplay. He claims he was never told the horseplay was at all sexual in nature.
When you hear horseplay, what do you think?
I guess I was thinking back to my own childhood, where horseplay involved throwing water around, snapping towels. I didn't ask about it, but that's what I was conjuring up.
Spanier revealed that he himself was abused as a child, lending him a heightened awareness to the signs of abuse.
I've had, for example, 4 operations as an adult to correct injuries from my childhood that were inflicted by my father. From that personal experience, that I've never met anyone who has had a higher level of awareness about such issues than I have had.
And still, Spanier admits that he never tried to track down that child with Sandusky in that shower.
Didn't you have a moral obligation to find out who that child was and find out what happened?
I didn't conjure up anything more than what I would have thought of as simple horseplay. Mm-hmm. So no, I didn't think of anything more than that. It's not in my nature to go around thinking the worst of people. You know, I'm not a law enforcement agent. I'm not an investigator. I was a university president.
An independent investigation led by former FBI Chief Louis Freeh accuses Spanier of essentially covering up the abuse, something Spanier and his lawyers vehemently reject.
That report is absolutely wrong. The conclusions in that report, that in effect we conspired to conceal a known child predator, are just incorrect.
Now, over and over again, Diane, Graham Spanier refused to acknowledge any failure to act on his part. It was something of a thematic drumbeat today. And as for his indictment and that of his attorneys of the report itself, when contacted by ABC News, Louis Freeh and his investigators said they stand by its accuracy.
Okay,
Diane?
Josh, I know that interview was just hours ago, and I want everyone to know that they can see more of it tonight on Nightline and tomorrow morning on Good Morning America.